Hello, hello. All righty. Welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club. Crooked Billet, 10 p.m. draw. What the hell are we doing here at 10 p.m.? I'm not sure. But here we are at what I believe are the B semifinals. No, C semifinals. I'm going to be joined here by John shortly, who's hanging up the name so we know who we're talking about. And we have Schenectady delivering the rocks now with our leads here. He's so good, and we have a Bucks team here. Oh, and the lovely pink shirts. You got to give shout out to the pink shirts, the Ryan Sharp rink. Ryan Sharp is looking sharp. I can't believe they pulled those off. What are you looking for? We have this. So for those of you wondering, you're watching our lovely B event semifinals. Buck Sharp, Schenectady, Brewster. There's only one other game going on tonight, which is Plainfield Martin and Broomstone's Hogue. The only four teams who are unlucky enough to play at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. John Gebhardt's getting his headphones on. Hot him up here. I don't know which one you are.
Oh, there we go. I'm Mike 2.
You're Mike 2?
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Gebhardt from Plainfield Curling Club, but this is not my first time in the Bucks mics.
No, you join us very often here.
Yes.
Is there a spiel you have missed here? I mean, you were here very often.
That's a good question. I don't think I've played the His and Hers since its inception, but I'm unfortunately away this year. Yes, just the Hers portion, exactly.
Did you happen to sign up for the big bucket already?
I am, yes.
You are, of course you are.
Oh my gosh, I made a secondary account so that I could see how many slots were remaining.
Nice.
And within the first 10 minutes, there were only 4 left.
It is crazy.
So that went very quickly.
Just so you know, I also signed up as a Bucks member. I got to wait for a lottery to see if I get in.
How deep is the lottery?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it half and half, or?
What do you mean?
Like, is it half in-house teams, half out-of-house teams? Or?
Oh, we are allowed 4 Bucks teams.
4? That's not many at all.
No, it's not.
And it's 32, isn't it?
It's 32 teams.
Oh my gosh.
It's 32 teams. We're allowed 4. If you're a defending champion, that doesn't count against the 4, but I don't think that is the case. And as a Bucks member, you can only play in 1 spiel per calendar year.
Which is challenging.
It is challenging.
I mean, I understand the reasoning.
You have to let it, get around the club, right?
Yeah.
Right. Does Plainfield have anything besides the Bonspiel? Because Bonspiel, you let everybody in. In fact, you probably beg people to get in.
No, the squeal sells out. We were 7 deep on in-house club waiting list this year on the squeal alone. My team was 6. So, yeah. I missed. We've switched all of our. Let's see. We do the Founders, which is our in-house spiel.
Right.
I think actually we might take out of town clubs for that one. But we do the Founders. We do the Thrifty. We do Jersey Curls, which is our women's spiel. We do the Stone, which is our men's spiel.
Right.
And we do the Squeal. And I feel like I'm probably forgetting one as well. But all of them have moved to a lottery format, so we'll at least open it for 24 to 48 hours. see who's signing up.
Okay.
And then let
But
that
you
go.
don't limit for in-house at all?
We
Or
do.
you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all of those spiels are half of the teams can be in-house and half aren't.
Wow.
And then, after the first 24, 48 hours, if there's available away slots that haven't been filled, we'll start accepting extra in-house teams.
Sure. Has that been, I mean, this year it seems like 2023 things have been selling out.
They have been. I think the Stone shrunk down to 20 teams.
Ooh.
And maybe we had one team drop out, so I think we struggled to quickly grab a 20th. But
okay.
No, we actually started with 19 because my team had a weird situation where we only had guaranteed 2 games. We basically went up against 2. We had a bye, and then we went against the.
Are you saying you only played 2 games?
Yes, 2 games, and we were out. We were literally from the time we stepped on the ice to the time we were eliminated was like 22 hours.
That's unfortunate. Unlucky.
Yeah,
unlucky. We'll call it unlucky.
Right. I mean, it's still fair, and I'm always happy with the fairness of it. So tonight, Joe, we are watching the Bucks 3 rink, skipped by Ryan Sharp, facing off against the Schenectady rink, skipped by Jeff Brewster. My team was lauded today by the Brewster rink earlier today.
Yeah.
And they played really well. It wasn't one of those games where it was like, if it was 3 rocks different, we would. No. They threw.
They kind of got you. They had your number.
We did the whole thing where, you put the rocks. We heard maybe that their front end can't hit or blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, let's put some rocks in the house early, the first 2 ends, and see if they can. And they hit everything. And it was like, all right, well, that game plan's out of the window.
It's always interesting at a spiel, right?
Mm-hmm.
What inside information can you get?
Oh, yeah.
If you travel, you're probably at least semi-deep, right?
Right.
You know your way around a curling stone.
Yeah. I mean, you'll at least usually recognize the name of a skip. And if you don't, I mean, they still could be the best skip at the club you've never visited. So what does it ever really mean? Curling is a game of traditions and superstitions. I've got a bunch of dumb superstitions that I'll try to do. Do they work? Yeah, they work when I win.
When they work when you win.
And when I lose, I kind of forget about them.
That's why it carries on.
Yeah.
Listen, earlier on in the broadcast, I'll get out of the way.
Okay.
I think John and I are big fans of the color orange.
We are.
We are so orange.
Yes.
My phone, here's my phone orange.
Oh, nice. I mean, I brought cheese balls over for us right in front of us. I've got an orange wristband.
Orange wristband, right.
On my watch.
Yes. So this is Team Orange here.
Yes.
I don't know how we feel about Team Pink.
I'm kind of liking it because they're splitting the difference.
I like that they're a team.
Right. It's kind of a derby color. It's kind of a golf team, golf outing color.
It's true. This is a miniature golf-themed Bonspiel. Did you play on the golf course?
I didn't pick up a club, but I did go back and review it. I know that Danks did that alone with no budget.
There is a miniature. Greg Danks built a miniature golf course.
9 holes.
In our side yard.
Yep.
9 holes, yes, complete with a Ryan Howard 9th hole, hole-in-one victory hole.
Right through the mouth.
Right through the mouth. If you can hit it through Ryan Howard's mouth, hole-in-one, I guess you get a free game.
Oh, that's great.
Which is great because the game costs nothing to begin with.
Okay.
Right? So you get another game, I guess. I don't know.
She just stepped away, but I'm attempting to get Ryan's girlfriend, Jess Preet, with us. Jazzy, as some know her. She was hesitant. She just disappeared, and if she returns, I'm going to try again. I feel like she's on her way back. We'll see. So pretty good opening here, Joe. I mean, we've got a lot of rocks in play. We've got pretty good guards. A lot of rocks.
Now we're 7 rocks.
That skid by the guard and is able to make this hit here.
It's a pretty good hit.
Really good. I mean, the roll's less important. You just want to make sure you get rid of your opponent's stone. That really skinnied that guard just off the center line, too.
I don't know if Schenectady has much of a choice but to try and draw behind, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you, Joe, Plainfield Ice out of New Jersey, we've had like maybe 2 feet of curl all season. All season? Yeah.
Not just a squeal, but all season.
All season. We even flipped our rocks over. We might be getting new rocks. We do have a budget allotment for it.
Do you think it's a rock issue?
Well, we flipped the rocks over to they're not built. A lot of these rocks will come out of the factory with 2 running bands.
You don't have inserts?
Yeah, we do. We do have inserts. So like, there's an insert side which you do want to have a running band on, and then the other side you could just turn it over and maybe run some sandpaper on it. So we were not getting much curl, and the ice crew decided, you know what? Considering we're looking to get new rocks next year, it sounds like it's maybe going to be 2 years from now. Let's flip them over, sand them,
see what happens,
just see if they're better. And I'll tell you, the first 2, maybe 3 weeks, they were pretty frustrating. They didn't feel very matched at all. Some were curling like a foot, some were curling 3 feet. It was like, they all mellowed out, but we still didn't really get that much curl. Meanwhile, I say that because the opposite is true here at Bucks County Curling Club, where this weekend I've seen 4.5 to 6, maybe 6.5 feet of curl on some of the ones.
We get some big. If you are light on handle,
I am very light on handle.
If you're light on handle, you're going to get a lot of curl. You cannot be light on handle here.
Oh yeah,
that's a no-no.
Jeff's rock is away here for Schenectady. Looks like the blue 7. And I think, like you said, Joe, the goal here is that they're trying to draw under.
Yep.
Let's see if they can out-count that
wide. Red. Are they going to promote one in by accident?
It doesn't make it better, doesn't make it worse. I suppose this shrinks the rings a little bit for red. I'm not sure it was hammer.
No.
Is this the last red rock?
This is the last red rock. Blue hammer. Oh, blue hammer.
So I think the shot that I like here would be just a biter.
Just a biter.
Right 4-foot line.
Just block that gap, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you do draw completely under, and you bite a bit of the 4-foot under full cover, that's good too. But you don't want to be deep here. You don't want to be deep and open and give blue something to sit on. Especially, right in the middle of that
right. I like anything 2, 3, 4, perfect.
Yeah.
5's all right.
But I'd go for points, and I bet Ryan will here. I mean, it's early. Everyone's only really throwing 1 or 2 rocks. Ryan's going to be throwing only the second rock of the game. Why not try to put this in a little bit? Just don't go deeper than your current red. Ryan knows that. Red 8 is away. Sweepers are on it. This one seems like it's hanging out there too, just like the previous one.
Hanging out. They could get off and let it come back a little bit, but I think it's all right.
It's going to be on the blue.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to tap it into the 8-foot.
As long as it doesn't tap it past their own, they're okay. They're okay.
It does do kind of the double duty of closing it off for blue here. So if you're blue, what are you throwing here, Joe?
But they're looking at the other side, which is maybe all you have. Mm-hmm. I almost think you come down the center in turn and go wide. But instead, they're gonna look for the tap. They're gonna tap that blue there, top 12, right at the top of the house.
It's pretty safe. I don't think you could throw weight. I mean, technically you could throw weight and try to send that red out, but you're angled at the perfect. I like it just simple raise, like you're saying.
It's you get one, you give up one. Yeah. I think that's all that's happening here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not really risking too much. I mean, if it gets by the front high red guard all the way to the other side, and hangs out on the left side of the center line and bumps blue-red and somehow sends red in for another, but that seems unlikely.
Right, and sometimes it's first set and I say 1 point either way, who cares? Yes. That's like the flip of the coin.
That's what I tell my team, yeah. If if the coin flip went the other way and we forced them to take one, we'd be happy, right?
Right. So
if you give up a steal and one in the first, it doesn't really matter.
Here you go. You get one, give one. I think it's hot. Coming back. It is hot, but is it hot where it's going to do something good? Hot where it's going to do something good.
That'll do.
They'll get their one. So again, get one, give one.
Yeah.
Either way.
Safe play, worked out for them. So after one end here, it looks like Schenectady is up by 1. As we're going to play them back here in our feature sheet here in Sheet B.
Nice.
Joe, I'm going to welcome to our third microphone. I was successful
let's bring her in, Jazzy.
In bringing Jazzy in. Hello, Jazzy.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing fantastic. I'm going to work with your level.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jazzy, how long have you've been a Bucks member, but you've been here how long?
So I've only been a Bucks member this is my first year.
Okay. See, first year curler.
Yeah, but I've been curling at Plainfield for going on 9 years. So this will be my 10th year total, yeah.
We are truly lucky to have you. I've watched you out on the ice as a Vice, and literally, I think we are lucky to have you.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm going to sing Jazzy's praises as well. I do see her practicing, and I've seen in the last couple of years like an improvement in her sweeping game, her weight delivery game. I am in envy of her release. The number of rotations she gets on a rock. As we said earlier, Joe, if you don't put a handle on the rocks here, they can really cut. Yeah, that's me.
That's right.
On average, I'm throwing like half a rotation, maybe one. I'd really like to get myself to a.
You're being modest.
2 to 4.
I've seen 2 rotations at least.
That's thoughtful. That's very thoughtful.
Actually, I took Wayne Anderson gave some lessons here last weekend,
nice.
A few weeks before, and he talked about how many we did a drill with how many rotations you needed.
What was the drill?
They had a cone essentially before the mid ice point.
Okay.
And you needed a full rotation before you got to that point.
So that'll equivocate to, can you essentially double that, or does it like multiply times 1.5?
If you got a full rotation by the time you would have 4 by the time you got to the end.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So right at the half.
Right at the half.
Oh.
Get that full rotation in there.
Okay.
From releasing at the hog to half, and it'll curl.
I'm gonna take my phone and write this down.
You write that down.
Yeah. I'm known for 2 things, Joe. Very quick photography for memory photos and this kind of thing.
Listen,
and also take my phone out and just jotting stuff down like this.
100% in the second lesson, I had my phone out. I was writing down everything I learned. You got to write it down.
Valuable.
You got to write it down.
Look at this. Per Joe Weber, parentheses, box.
Can you put Wayne Anderson? You want
drill,
4 rotations.
Yeah. Drill from Wayne Anderson. For rock delivery rotations.
There you go.
I mean, this is the most exciting on-air commentary, right? Is listening to me piece out how I type something into my phone.
Totally. that is fantastic.
So as we set up here in the second end, we got a pretty great center guard there from Schenectady. We also have a rock in the back. Ryan's called a rock in.
He's going to sit right on it. It's going to be pretty sweet.
I'm not sure if the call was a freeze or not. Maybe there was a come around that came hot, but great result.
Skanky's going to try and get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting rid of it.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, all 4 of their players were throwing really accurate hits against us earlier this afternoon.
Let's see if they still got that going.
My expectation is that they're going to make it.
From that release, I'm pretty sure she's going to hit that rock. Tiny, not enough. And just nudged it in. Just nudged it in undercover a little bit.
Yeah, it's about 3/4 undercover.
Yeah, is Ryan just gonna, put one up at the top of the house. Get 1, 2 stacked vertically there, and you'll be pretty good. This will be Vika delivering.
Sweepers are not on it, so it might be a little warm.
Yeah, a little bit, It might come right down to it, maybe a little deeper than they wanted. Maybe you want to sweep it to get it on that blue?
Maybe at this point.
Sweep it to get it on the blue, maybe? Obviously a little too deep there. A little too deep than you like. Skanky's best play is probably to sit on that one. They can probably chase it with a hack board weight. And they will. I think they're going to chase it to hit it out. And they got it to sit 2. Pretty good hit.
still
think
behind the tee, so
Yep.
I think Ryan has a good, just draw down to it.
With that much ice, just to draw down to it, it's all right. What you looking for there?
Oh, I'm just going to see if I can adjust the crowd noise behind us.
The crowd noise.
Yeah, it's something I researched at my club. So, again, I just referenced a note, Joe, about maybe reducing the gain and then bringing up some of the main mic here. And I might be able to take some of the crowd noise out of this. We'll see as we go.
Look, it's happening here. It's 10 o'clock at night.
I know.
Everyone's had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
Or they're high on their game they just played. High on adrenaline.
Exactly. I think that actually worked.
This shot's
you guys,
pretty wide, but it might settle in. It might settle just second. It'll settle in for second.
That's not bad, though.
It's not a bad outcome. I would expect Schenectady to guard or maybe draw in for a second shot.
It nullifies that second shot for sure.
Yeah.
I think that worked, guys.
Sure.
I feel like an audio master now.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I moved 3 dials. Look at that. It's always fun to see all of the streaming setups that different clubs have. A lot of us have. I mean, I think yours is fantastic as we sit here. Your board is more complicated
we have a crazy
than ours.
board.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen, Joe, or Jazzy, the setup that they have at Potomac Curling Club?
They have an insane setup.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very good.
I think Ken is the guy that runs that there. It's in like 5 different programming languages. It's got like Arduino buttons and stuff. He's got a complete custom user interface for his multiple commentary folks. You can literally press a button and one of the chase cams will like pan 30 degrees to the right and zoom in on like Sheet 3's house on the
that's
far
pretty
side.
fancy.
And it's wild. I am in awe of it.
I think at our last spiel, someone ran some changing camera angles.
Okay.
We're not going to do that tonight.
No.
There's no one in the side room.
Well, we don't even know the password to Dave's laptop, so we hope that this is even going out.
That's right.
You know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to look on YouTube and see if there's any comments at all on this, or see if this is running whatsoever.
Or maybe you can make a comment.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Sarah, are you listening? Sarah, are you listening?
Do you want some? Joe's here to solicit some cheese balls from us, and I'm going to give them to Joe.
Not me, Joe, but Joe Hess.
Joe Hess, yes.
Taking a whole full hand. Look at that.
It looks like we are live at least. We do have 5 people watching.
5?
Yeah.
Is one of them you?
Yeah, one of them is me, so we're at 4. What I like to say, too, is, even if there's a small number of viewers, they're invested. Right?
I always say like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Say something. It helps.
Oh,
look, I'm not looking at the comments,
thank you.
but someone comment. Who just commented?
Tim Wood has let us know that at least our commentary is going out there, so thank you,
Excellent,
Tim.
thanks,
I appreciate it.
So Bucks missed their hit there. I would imagine Schenectady's just trying to protect the heck out of this sitting 1-2.
So do we only have 2 draws here, Joe?
That's it tonight.
Okay.
Just two games have to play the 10 p.m. draw. 4 suckers have to play the 2 p.m. draw. Right down onto it, maybe deeper than they wanted. Is that tempting now for Bucks to just blow it up?
Yeah, that's the question, right? I mean, this is Matt. This is their vice. I'm not sure which number stone he's throwing, but it's the 5 or the 6, obviously. Advice. I think Ryan is considering the blast.
It looks like it's number 6.
He
doesn't blast is not awful.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to lose them all.
No, you're not going to lose them all, and you're probably going to jam. So the question is, are you better off playing a freeze? I like at least an upweight draw. Make sure it's there. You don't want to guard this by accident, right?
Right.
So at least if you call an upweight draw, if not a hit.
Yep, they're definitely calling the hit there.
I think you want to be on this for sweeps, though. This is going to start cutting pretty hard.
They might nose that center
look at
one.
That. As soon as the sweepers got off it,
it
darted.
Moved, right?
Nice. That's a great shot. Really good shot. And double jam.
Double jam.
But red is sitting
shot.
But
they're sitting shot.
Yeah, and they have a bit of backing here.
It forces Schenectady to deal with it. They got to hit it.
Nice shot from Matt.
Right? They got to hit it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little control weight or hack weight.
Welcome back, Jesse.
Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted.
Did you tune Jazzy out?
I should have tuned Jazzy out, but I didn't realize.
I'm not sure if I was. I tried to be quiet while
you were
I talked to
absolutely
Joe
fine.
Hess about
Yeah.
cheese puffs.
Joe, I haven't had enough orange today, so I'm putting a
Cheese
giant.
puffs orange. Your fingers are orange.
Would you like any?
Sure.
All
get
the
you.
dials are orange. It's very weird.
They've always been orange. Look at that. There, Joe.
Just pass me the whole tub. I'll just pour it on my
Here's a
on my
tub
napkin.
for you.
Look at this cheese ball
You don't
from
want to
Utz.
invert
This
your
end,
shirt.
This end is sponsored by Utz cheese balls.
There you go. Just read if you'd like to join me in my pile of them as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The next end will be sponsored by
Yeah.
Tom Sturgis Artesian Little Ones since 1861, America's first pretzel baking family.
Wow.
That's quite a claim. I like the cat chip clips that you picked up. I did take one of those, by the way.
Oh, you
so
can
I'm
have
gonna
as
keep that in
many
my
as you
house.
like.
But no, I'm gonna remember every time I use that specific clip this
Yes.
wonderful weekend.
Oh,
Yes,
it's
so
a
we
great,
all
it's a
share
great
together.
cat chip clip.
Thank
It's
you.
fantastic.
It looks exactly like my cat, which is black, and his name is Duff.
Hi, Duff.
And John napped with Duff this morning.
Oh, it's so nice.
What
Yes.
you are?
I am staying with Jazzy and Ryan, and they have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and it's still, with 4 pets in the house, the quietest house with any pets I've ever been in. There's little cat doors on all of the doors inside, so if you want a cat in the bedroom with you, you can leave the cat door open. And right around 6:30, I've had a visitor the last 2 mornings.
Right.
Duff has come in, and he's quiet. He's not like pawing at my face. He's not meowing for food. He just kind of comes up and hunkers down. And I'm a cat guy, so I'm very happy to have a little happy visitor.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely allergic to cats,
Okay.
but I still love it.
So, Joe, if you stayed over, we would make sure that the door was closed for you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I would probably still die, but
You
thank
would-
you very
Yeah.
much.
But we wouldn't be able to hear.
You wouldn't be able to hear me die. Well, I will give a shout out. Who knows if she's listening? I currently have a dog that
Okay.
is not my dog.
That's a great way to put.
Oh.
That's a great way to start a story.
Sounds like you love that
Sarah
dog.
Sarah Acklin, who is a member of this club, had an issue with Hurricane Ida,
Okay.
and I took her dog in while she had housing otherwise.
That's extremely thoughtful.
I'm still watching that dog 19 months, 20
Oh.
months later.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
your dog,
say,
dude.
Yeah, that is your dog.
Not only is it my dog, that dog has separation anxiety from me.
Oh.
I can't leave the house without that dog making everyone else in the house know that I have left the house.
Oh, that's wonderful, though. Ryan Sharp, with the red 7 there. I think he was looking for nose. He kind of hung out there, but he was able to clear the blue.
Right. Does leave the red fully exposed
It does.
for blue to sit potentially 3.
Yep. Bucks is going to need a miss here to get more than 1.
Right.
Otherwise, I think we're looking for a draw for 1 here. Pretty.
There is a rock under Jackie's feet where she's hunkered down right there. So there is another blue rock.
Right.
So there are 2 potential jams.
Sure. Yeah.
And we're still early. I think both skips have seen enough hits on this line. That's definitely wide.
This looks like
Weiss
a lot
lets
of
him
weight
know.
too, so it might not come back.
If anything, he's going to take his own out.
I don't. Is this going to cut back all the way to the red? No.
No.
Looks like it's on the back blue for now.
So we'll have a straight up draw for 2.
Jam.
Yep. Hit the 8-foot, and you've got 2.
I don't know if that was a broom or a flick,
Okay.
but Bucks might get lucky here. They have a chance. Draw full 8, bite 12, or bite.
Something I just saw from Vika that I always love to see, as a sweating every type of detail in the game of curling.
Yes.
Vika, ahead of her skip arriving down, just cleaned the entire length from the hack to the near hog, so that her skip's hammer here won't pick.
Okay.
At least in that first. What is that math? Is it 15 feet of guard zone? Plus what? 12 feet of house? So is it 27 feet
Wow.
from like
Sounds
back
about
line to near?
We have had some picks today.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dirty equipment.
There's
I
a
think
lot
you
of
mentioned.
dirty equipment.
Yeah.
There's a lot of late season,
Yep.
old
Say,
grippers.
End of season grippers or something.
My slider's been pretty dirty after games.
Yes.
This looks a little warm.
Sweepers like it. They're on it. Just cleaning it.
No panic.
Just clean. No panic. Could use a little rub if they get it. Could use a little
Yeah,
rub.
rub would be nice.
bad.
I think they're only going to be one at the end of this.
Oof, just a little too warm.
Just the one. Just a little hot there.
All right, so we got a tie ball game here after 2.
How many people at home you think can hear the crunch of cheese balls?
I bet not many. Could you guys just hear mine? Was that
Well,
what
the
they were?
gain is so high now.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's maximized for cheese ball crumb.
Right. No, the gain is lower.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The gain is
The higher you make the gain,
Yeah.
the more you'll get like coarse sounds.
Sure.
So it'll pick up the people behind us. So what I did was I turned the gain down back to like 0, and then I raised up these white sliders, which control our voice, while still monitoring the green lights over here, so that we never really go above the high green.
And how much do we owe you for this?
Nothing. I'm just.
fee is
Yeah.
it's atrocious.
I'm glad I
so
can moonlight over
I
here
don't
on our
think
mics.
I don't think Bucks will recover financially for
No.
decades.
I see that the heckle bench over on
it
the ice
emptied out.
has cleared out.
Well,
but
the
there were
A
a
sheet's
good,
empty.
yeah,
Right.
there were a good 15 people out there about an hour ago.
To be honest, I didn't see what happened on A.
I did not either. Pretty good opening guard here for Team Sharp.
Yep, right on the center line. If we had a no-tick rule, you couldn't tick it.
What is for both of you? What is your opinion on the no-tick rule?
I think it's a good rule.
Okay.
I don't think it's needed at our level.
I don't think it's needed at the club level either.
I love it. I love it at the high level.
I think throwing a tick at our level is already still a very difficult shot.
Sure.
So I don't think getting rid of the ability to tick really affects us as very much, because an experienced good curler can make ticks most of the time. And I think at a club level that's not as...
I don't want to, as we're talking about ticks, discount that draw to the top 4.
No, that was an amazing try.
By Brian. That was a fantastic draw.
I just got a very enthusiastic thumbs up from Matt on Team Sharp. We are talking sweeping minutia, as I will talk people blue in the face about, and I was just talking about keeping your brush head clean and literally cleaning it every time it touches the ice. I wipe it across my shirt. I just found over the years that will slow down the collection of dirt.
You wipe the brush on your shirt
every time, every single time. If I clean the house before a teammate shot, I wipe it on my shirt. If I see one little mark in front of the hack and I clean it, I wipe it on my shirt.
How'd your shirt look afterwards?
Pretty fine, actually.
Okay.
You would think that it would wear in that same spot, but I don't really find that to be the case.
Nice shot.
So in talking with Matt, I said, you know what?
Fantastic.
I said,
And they got it all the way out.
it is all the way out.
Fantastic
Out the
shot.
back.
Very
Just
nice.
enough weight.
Amazing
Yeah,
shot
nice
by
roll.
Devin.
But I do travel with brush heads for not only my broom, but I also have the smaller Balance Plus Lightspeed head in case I ever encounter a teammate on a given weekend that has that one. And I have one oval broom head, which I have not had a reason to pass out to anybody this year. And so when we were looking at Matt's broom, I said, hey, I have an oval broom head. Would you like it? And he said, yeah. So he's using it in this game. Great sweep here. Really nice sweep. Look at this cut over.
That is fantastic. I think it's going to be just like the last one and push that right
Is it
out.
going to have enough weight to blast it out? I don't think so. But still, it rolls to
It's
a great
exposed.
spot.
It's exposed.
Red's still shot.
It's still shot, so as
There was an apology made there, and I think what happened is I think Jeff was enthusiastically sweeping his opponent's rock before tee, realized his mistake, and immediately said to Ryan, like, hey, man, I just realized I did that. And I saw a big smile on Ryan's face. He doesn't mind. It didn't change much. That's good sportsmanship on both sides.
so you can't sweep opponent's rocks until it's past the tee line.
Right.
That I'm good at remembering. I need to be told every single time that you can only have one person from your team behind the tee.
And you only have one person behind the tee, right? So even if it's your own rocks and they're splitting out,
Yeah.
sometimes that's tricky. Your skip is
It just
eager
doesn't
to
come
sweep.
up much, right?
It doesn't
comes
come
up
up
like
much.
once every 200 rocks, so.
You just need one of the players, either the skip or the sweepers, to start saying,
yes,
only one.
Yep. And I love.
It's good for the reminder.
I treasure the teammates that say that aloud for me.
So Bucks is just throwing up the guard for their shot rock.
A really good guard too. That's fully buried.
But I think Schenectady still has a tap or a draw or whatever.
I think they're going to make the right call and clear this guard.
Clear it out.
This gives them a chance to have a couple of options later on.
Tap's only good for one, but to clear it out, maybe you get the 2 layer. Bit of a discussion as to which guard they're going to clear. You might as well clear the one that's guarding shot rock, right?
I heard him yell down too. The delivery side for Schenectady was calling down to skip. Who is shot? Is it us or them? I will say at Plainfield we have some on-ice monitors, and I'm just so used to like glancing after every shot. I'm just like, where is the exact position of this rock? And over here, you know, I'll just kind of look at the glass and be like, oh nope, they're not here.
We don't have them.
Bucks is such a state-of-the-art facility. I mean, your ice is known throughout the Northeast as being such premier level ice. All the events that are held here are wonderful. Yeah. Anytime I talk to a curler in the Northeast at all, I'm like, if you haven't been to Bucks Curling Club for a spiel, like, you're really missing out. So nice guard clear there from Schenectady. Brian's going to try to put this guard right back.
I think he's looking for a little bit deeper this time.
You say deeper, but do they need to be second shot?
I don't think they need to be second, but I think they're hoping to have something that is harder to clear.
Right.
So if they're in the top 12, there's a possibility that it would jam at the blue.
I like top 12.
Yeah.
So Vika with the red 4.
Ooh, that might be all the way through.
It wouldn't be bad if it touched that blue. It's going to travel through. It's going to come to rest, though, in the back 12.
It's third shot.
Okay.
So not helping very much.
But now Schenectady can chase that shot rock. Wide open. Got a good chance to hit and roll.
Normal up, a lot of
and
weight.
set out a bit. I think it's going to miss a bit wide.
Yeah, it just does.
Flashes right by.
So Bucks gets a reprieve.
And try guard shot again.
Shot.
I guess no need to go for 2 yet. Just protect your 1.
Yep.
Save your 2 for the end.
So Matt, the Bucks Vice, with the red 5. Depth doesn't matter as much here. I mean, they would love to get perfect depth, but they really want to block that 4-foot line. That looked a little wide to me. A little hot, too, from the sweeper's walk.
Heavy.
So you kind of want to think about taking this by so you don't take your shot rock off, but I think it's too late for it, so now they're going to hope that it comes back to nose.
It's just
That's
off
fine.
nose.
No change. Oh, actually, they didn't even lose the one in the back. That's fortunate.
The scary thing for blue is that the reds are piling up a bit. But I don't know if that'll come into play too much because their blue is up high and partially undercover.
So a jam here. Red onto the red that's deeper into the 8-foot in the back there. I think red would still be shot.
I think so. They'd love to get this to nose, but it's hanging out a little on the outside. And
we'll get plenty here. That's pretty efficient.
Blue is shot now.
Does do enough.
What do you guys like for red here?
Ooh, boy, you draw behind me and chase the shot stone. And the shot stone is half buried behind a guard.
Yeah, it seems fairly hard to see this blue rock from the right hack.
I think you can get to it given that distance between that 1.5 guard and that rock. You could get to it with a
I think you could get to it too, and
the
just
board weight.
because you only need to move it to fully out of the 8-foot, right? So
Yeah,
you
true.
don't have to like completely get rid of it.
As we
either.
talk about that, they're just going to draw
they're
behind.
just going to draw anyway.
And I like this call. I mean, you're the steel team. Even if this sits short, you might be able to use it or bump it up later with your skip rock.
Plus, you just kind of threw it already.
Yeah.
So just take a little bit of weight off of what you just threw.
On it hard.
It's cutting.
When they get it by that guard, it's going to be tough.
Short.
Looks like about a 2 or 3.
It's almost unfortunate that it didn't tick the high guard.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you're the steel team. You're still looking okay.
Yeah, you still have 2 centerline guards now.
Yeah.
Now, definitely,
the 4
Schenectady
foot's
draws
open.
into B2.
Yeah, and you have backing back there, too. Where if you sit on it, you're shot.
Schenectady's deciding which way they want to draw, and they're going to go the side where they have backing. I personally like having backing when I throw a draw.
Definitely.
Give me that backing.
The one thing they don't want to do here is if this suddenly cuts, they just want to keep it off of their shot rock. So you don't want to knock that thing open. But that probably is not going to be a worry here. The sweepers are on it the whole way.
Might just be a guard based on their...
It looks like it's in, I'm guessing.
Hearing 3.
No, Joe, you are right. That is just a guard. Nice hustle sweep, though, and that's going to get a little clip
That's
off.
pretty good, because that one's fully buried. You can't see any of it.
So Buxton is another shot at this draw for full 8.
Yeah, I mean, great to be sitting shot if you're blue, but big risk if you let red in right here on the open side. Anything really in the 4 foot on the left side of center is pretty great. And again, given those back reds, I mean, even if red's able to put anything in the house here, a blue takeout on it might just jam in the back.
It might
and
just jam.
Leave red shot. So if they can really put anything in,
You're right, even
the
half
right
buried
side
is
of
good.
top house, or
Yeah.
just anything in the 4 foot.
I like getting hog to hogs for these.
Oh, cool.
So
All right, Jazzy's going to time this one for us.
Hello, Dan Pearson.
Still in the A event, Darren Pearson.
Very nice. Everybody's waving this off
Matt's indicating wide.
for weight. Doesn't look bad, though.
Now they're on it. Maybe
now.
it's closer than we think.
Yeah.
They're
they
definitely
got
not
about a
sleeping for line.
14-4, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Should be pretty
Keep
close
going.
then.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Now count this blue if you can.
We'll get to it.
Ooh.
Still a great spot, though.
Yeah.
Risky spot for that red to sit for
Right.
blue.
Blue has to deal with it, and they don't have a great draw either.
And I mean, and here's exactly what we were saying, right? This is the huge jam risk. I mean, you hit this anywhere on the right side of this red stone, and you're probably going to jam on your own blue, or you're going to send it to the back.
Right, jamming on your own blue is like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Jam on the reds in the back.
And the
You might be able to
alternative,
live with
too, I mean, you'd love to hit it nose or on the left side, but to try to hit on the left side, you're going to be kind of dancing around that center guard.
So what are they doing here?
They're thinking about how they're going to hit it,
They're
but
putting the broom
they're
way out to
just
the edge of
wondering
8.
if it's risky.
Are they
Might just be trying to draw behind
Are they
at
just
this
drawing
point.
behind to get to second
I
shot?
think
Are they
so.
guarding? Would they just close it up and maybe throw hammer on the left side later?
The scary
It's an
thing here is
interesting
if
one.
you end up tapping.
Yeah.
Right, that broom like brings that red into play.
Right.
I think if you want to draw in, you have to go edge of 12 almost.
Right, because being the edge of the 4 isn't the worst case, because
Sure.
you'd be Christmas treed a little bit off of that red. This seems like you could tap.
Risky play. Let's see what Jeffrey's got. It does call for a little more, but it only gets like an inch.
This looks close. I mean, the skips certainly know the ice lines more than we would, because they're seeing more rocks
Thankfully,
come in. That's
It's
wide.
way wide,
on the
which is
release.
probably what we wanted.
Right.
Yeah, it's a safer release for sure. Sweepers are on this the whole way.
Really
Even being wide, it might cut all the way back and hit that red, even if they sweep it.
Looks like it's a.
It's fine. I mean, you're going to mostly take away this red tap.
You are blocking your own draw a bit there, though.
So here's the question for both of you. With the red 8 as a steal team, again, I'm loving the fact that Vika's cleaning that whole delivery line. do you draw to the left side to backing, knowing that if you come up on your high red, you're shot? Or if you make a perfect draw, you're shot?
I think at this point that's the only place you can go, because even blue can't really use the right side very much for a good draw.
Sure.
It's much harder now with their own guard up in front.
If you don't draw the left side, they can.
Right. So you do the thing that they would do.
They've seen a lot of rocks on the right side. Only playing, I agree with both of you. From a devil's advocate perspective, they've seen a lot of rocks on the right side, and if you bite a little bit of the forefoot, half buried, you know, that's a risky rock for blue to throw.
I set my curls enough for that too. It's just, are you confident with the broom?
I think this is a safer call. You've got more plan Bs, plan Cs.
I love playing Bs.
Even if it's a short,
I love playing
Cs.
Cs.
Yeah. Listen, we get into the XYZ range, that's where I thrive.
Those, all right. Do you want more? We got more over here.
Yeah.
This looks pretty light.
I mean, even if they just close it off, not the worst.
Not the worst. Giving up on
That's what they're going to get here.
It's about 14-9, so definitely up high.
It's going to make it tough for blue to get a second. They got to come from the other side, which they're already lining up. They already had the broom down before that stone stopped. Play the right side. Again, I'd pick more ice.
Right.
So, Jazzy, what is your metric right now mathematically? If you know that's a 14-9 and you got like a 2.5 guard out of it, what's T right now?
Well, 14-4 was Ryan's red that ended up
top 12.
Top 12. So based off that, I think it's about a 14 to get to top 4.
Okay.
Assuming you don't need to have a full sweep either. But I think on this line, you kind of don't mind having some amount of sweep just to be sure that you touch the forefoot. So it's nice to have that buffer for your sweepers to like bring it in.
Okay. Our hammer's away. This one looked wide on the release as well. Still, it's going to curl a ton.
Looks like it's on that blue.
Just not enough.
No damage done on the red.
No damage.
All right. So one blue.
One blue.
You see another score of 1 for the hammer side here. Smiles from both of our skips here at the glass side as we get ready to start the 4th.
We can give a sheet A or sheet B update.
Yeah.
Currently sitting 2-1 for red, with Monica throwing first or second skip stones.
Looks like that is the red 8.
Yeah, so second skip stones for her. Sitting 2.
Sweepers around that immediately. Well, for everybody watching Sheet B, we've got our first rock up the 4th end. I bet you it's a center guard.
I bet. Is it going to come back to the center line? Maybe not.
Quite. Sweepers are kind of wisely laying off it. They don't want to risk dragging this in by accident. So they're going to wait till the end. They get a really nice tight guard here.
Pretty good.
Great shot. That's going to play the corner guard.
Calling a pretty wide corner guard.
I'm going to grab a beverage, take my mic down. See you guys in 2 minutes.
I wouldn't mind seeing this in the house versus the guard.
Yeah, I think in the house is fine. We've lost Ryan Sharp, who has to tinkle. So his team's running blind here.
But they got an actual high guard.
That's not bad. I like the placement. I think the problem with corner guards is sometimes they're a little too close to the forefoot, and this one's nice and splitting the 8 and the 12, which is a good spot.
Schenectady, I assume, is drawing behind here with that guard, with that broom.
Yes.
Right? Probably not looking for a guard, just get one behind.
Them to it.
Sweepers think it's light, they're bringing it hard.
Looks like it's wide of line still, though.
Yeah, it'll just be a guard. How close to center can they get it? Just on the 4-foot line.
It's not the worst spot because it does make drawing off that side pretty difficult now. Oh, Brian's made it back in time.
He's quick. Maybe it wasn't a full P. Maybe he just needed a drink or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Got Tevin throwing a draw under the corner that Blue just put up.
It's got to curl a little to get off that Schenectady stone, and I don't think it's going to curl enough. How far is that going to push that? Because
sort of given themselves a corner and given Schenectady another center guard. So
maybe not the best outcome.
Not the best, but not the worst, because you kind of just made everything more the same.
It looked like he's calling for maybe top 12, but I wouldn't mind if this came all the way in underneath.
Especially with the guards kind of staggered that way.
So I see we ended up with 2 corner guards on that side.
Sort of accidentally, yes.
A bit of an accident, but yes.
I'm usually a lefty in this, but we're going to go for it. Oh, look at the tuck in. Thank you. Oh, wait, I'll go a little higher. That's a little better, right? Everybody hold up a cheese ball. There we go. Commentator action shot. Thanks, everyone.
Is that going on Facebook?
No, that'll pop up 5 years from now, and I'll be like, that was fun.
Meanwhile,
yes,
that rock came up about, I don't know, 18 feet too short.
It seems like a battle of the guards, doesn't it?
Right. So we've got a draw by Vika coming up. I heard cheese puffs.
Who's commenting on the cheese puffs?
Somewhere behind us, for sure.
No, that was Charlotte.
Oh.
She's on the ice.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We were trying to bribe her with cheese puffs before the game. I think she was commenting on maybe needing more or less. Not sure.
Squeak by that guard, and he's going to get by.
Do you think I should go run her down a little bowl of cheese puffs? Right under the ice?
I don't know if the ice crew would appreciate that, but this draw looks pretty good.
That's a fantastic
We have
draw.
enough picks. We don't need cheese dust.
Yes. That was a very nice draw by Vika.
Right behind T, maybe not so much, but fully
But
buried.
still, very,
fully buried.
Yeah, being the first draw down that path
Yes.
for their team, that's a good guess.
You know what? I would pretty much always accept this too. I would rather be in as the first. After watching several teams, try it and come up a little short. Because now I can close the door if my opponent misses.
Right.
Yep.
This looks a little
Is this
heavy.
one wide enough that it's going to click those outside guards?
Looks like it's on the
It is.
Brian's not going to need to close that. Well, yeah, he probably should still close the door.
I think
he's going to draw another one in.
I think you should draw around the outside and get a little. Yep.
Lighter.
Yeah, I think you want to sit 2 for sure at this
Yep.
point.
A little more ice than before because you got to get around a little bit more.
Really
Top
great.
12, top 8.
Really
Yep.
great thing here for red, even though, they do have hammer and they don't love the fact that the forefoot is closed. Forefoot's not very advantageous for blue as far as tap-ups.
Not with those
a
angles.
lot of these stones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are not
sends
good
them
for
out.
that.
There's no good angle for blue for a tap.
I think at some point when you have hammer, you sort of evaluate how many peels would it take
Okay.
to get rid of enough. And if you're like, okay, it takes too many to peel,
And I'm
you
all
just
in.
go all in
Yeah.
and just go to the center and just.
All right, is that going to cut back? Is
This
that going to
looks
give us a
great.
Bucks County
I mean, it's
cut
going to be
back?
at least half buried under this
This looks
blue.
amazing.
That's
I love this
terrific. I
shot.
love how that
What
cut
a
back
shot. Top four.
That's exactly what he called for.
Very perfect.
Big thumbs up.
Schenectady's going to have a hard time keeping Bucks from getting to here.
You can see Jeff thinking about this.
He's going to have to clear.
When you have the team without hammer clearing, you know you're doing something
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Defensively clearing is like
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Yeah. We're desperate times here.
And I think we're right at the half, aren't we? This is the blue 5.
Yes,
So
this would
after
be
each
the
team
third.
has thrown 4 rocks, I'm going to apply what I have heard called the Wayne Anderson rule.
Ooh.
Of you look before the vices come up and you say, you know, who's got the advantage here? You kind of assign a number value to it. I would say heavy advantage red here.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
That's a good clear.
That's a good
the
clear.
reds are exposed,
Yeah.
and there's a good double there.
So
for
it's
the
guard,
reds.
guard, guard for your life.
Yeah.
Yes?
Ryan's going to play this in. I don't hate that. Joe and Jazzy, where would you guys like this?
A 3 is not bad. I
Okay.
think any deeper you start getting into double, triple territory,
Yep.
and that would be painful.
I like the 3. I know he tapped the top 12, but I'd rather keep it a little spaced.
This
Okay.
is when you want your sweepers
How about
giving
you?
you very good weight, because if we need to freeze, then you need to know that pretty early.
Yeah.
Right, you have a lot of options.
And it's an okay rock if they split, but it's going to leave that back for one open. And that's not great.
Looks heavy.
Looks heavy. The sweepers are calling
Can
heavy.
we find a piece of this blue, or is that all the way gone? No,
It's gone, and they're going to
This
be
looks
down
fine, though.
on their red.
This looks fine. I mean, are we going to see the split I was mentioning? No.
Looks like it's about nosing, maybe inside nose.
All right. Little Christmas tree action.
That's not the worst.
No.
Triples, hard.
This is not an easy hit on this ice this weekend either.
No, but you got to go for it.
Oh, yeah. On straight ice, Red's in a lot more trouble. On curly ice right now,
I think the best they could
Well,
do is chill.
The name of the game is curling,
Yeah.
so you want curly ice, right?
well, but even from this hack, too, they can't. I imagine that top red was partially buried. Skip's calling him off on this for line. Are they on the top red?
It's hard to tell if they wicked the top red or just wicked the back red. I think they got one of them, at least for touching.
Oof.
They're all going to stay in,
Oh,
though.
unlucky. Unlucky with that.
Unlucky.
So now Red closes the door, right?
Got to close that door.
Maybe biter?
Right.
I think Ryan's going to go in, just judging from his body language.
He's going to go in. He's actually looking to tap from...
I think he's afraid that they can draw under their blue, because the button's fairly wide open from the other side.
So he wants to push that back
So
to the
he
button.
wants to push it back to just choke it off.
Good call.
And if they have a double to make, then they can make the double, but at least it makes sure that they're still.
All right, he has the sweepers on for line early. I agree with that.
I do too.
Get it by that guard, and you're good, no matter what happens.
I mean, this is
Oh,
short.
it just totally cut.
You don't want to clear the blue, but if you can keep on this side of it, it's good. That's fine. This will be fine.
And he bounced to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that hit's still hard.
It's hard.
Looks
They'll go for it.
I bet you can't even see much from the right
But like you
hack.
said, from the he's a righty, I assume, right? Do we have any lefties playing tonight?
I didn't notice, but I never notice. I've played with people
Yeah,
for
I'm really bad.
seasons.
Yeah.
And someone will be like, why do you keep putting their rock in front of the right hack? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And they go, they're a lefty. And I'm like, I've known this person for 20 years.
Me too. I also can apply no logic. Like, there's the highest level of skips that are like, well, you play against a lefty at vice by putting a rock here. And I'm like, wow, no. Just maybe a couple degrees of approach angle, but I'm certainly not changing my strategy
I'm
for
not
it.
good enough at geometry to
No.
figure out those angles.
In any case, we're throwing righty here.
We are throwing righty.
So he's got to come down weight if he's looking for the hit, right?
I
And
would
that
think
looks-
you want like back line
That looks
to
pretty
get
far
around the guard
out.
Yeah.
and like nose.
That's either going to flash or be on the guard. I think it's on guard.
Or some miracle wick in.
It's all over that guard.
It's just going to close this door even more.
Yeah, so unfortunate roll in.
So if you're
Makes
red, I mean, you're probably
that
closing the
even
right
harder.
side now, right?
Yeah.
For safety.
Blue has
Fighter
that
would be
bail
great.
shot
Right.
of a draw under, but
Do you just leave that do you leave that side open and let them go for it?
Oh, I'll give you the left side port all day
You'll
now.
give them the port all day?
yeah.
Give me a biter on the right side.
Looks like that's what Ryan's
Well,
going
they
for.
agree with you.
And let the sweepers know, too, you know, if this is going to... There are spots you don't want this rock to sit. So just let them know that you might have to carry this back a touch.
This is when it's really important that your sweepers know, like, if we're past tee even a bit, we're bringing that
Go all the way.
Yeah.
all the way,
Yeah.
as far as you can take it.
Yeah.
You have to kind of commit pretty early
Right,
to
there's like
that.
a no man's land.
Yeah.
There's like a yes, no, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And when you get that unfortunate wall, you're like, ugh, the only thing we couldn't do.
I always call that getting 50-50 by the vice. Or, like, for the vice, it's just you get put in that
It's-
impossible situation.
You just have to, either the sweepers or the vice, someone has to commit.
Yeah.
And you have to commit early.
Yeah.
And just be okay with being wrong, probably.
Yeah, well, these sweepers have
This is the
committed to
decision they're
sweeping the
making.
whole way.
I like this
Yeah.
decision, too.
They're going
Looks
to
like
wick
they're
and
on
That's
probably
fine.
be a good
leave
guard.
it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it.
That's pretty good.
That's
That
great.
chokes off that draw.
Oh, and it might have rolled in.
It's hard to tell.
Might be a biter.
Yeah.
So what do you do here? Schenectady just had to draw in. That looks like a broom of draw in.
That port is not huge on that side now.
It is not. He's looking at the hit on the left side
Kind of a hard
and the
spot
draw
both
on the
ways.
right side.
Really great house to red. There's no
Yes.
great decision for blue. Yeah, I mean, like, blue's really tough spot.
I think the draw is there. It's just a scary port, particularly as you get in the hack. And
Yeah.
it looks small from the other end.
I mean, do you throw the right port? Like,
Or
on the right
left
4-foot
port.
line?
Like both ports are tight. They're almost about the same distance,
Yeah.
actually.
Right. I mean, I would rather go the I don't know what the camera angle has, but from the overhead,
Yeah.
you want to go from the right side, I think, because the left side has too many guards
Yes.
up high.
Yes.
I agree. Because you can still play a rub on the right side. That
The only
might
thing is
get
they
you a bite of the
haven't
8 foot.
thrown very many draws this way
They
on this
haven't.
end, so they might not be so sure of
Right.
room. And they have thrown or attempted to throw many this way. And
So
it
instead,
might
they're going to
just
try
get
and
better.
throw what I assume is the hit from that side.
Yeah.
Maybe a board,
I mean-
Heavy draw.
Yeah.
a board hack kind of a thing.
I think.
I mean, if you
Hack
find
should
nose,
do it.
yeah. If you
But-
find nose, you're shot.
Yeah. But difficult shot for sure.
Well, this is a tricky one. If we think they're sitting 3, maybe 4,
Yeah.
who knows if that red is a biter?
I mean, advice I'm saying for red.
Yes.
If you want to get a
say
biter bar out,
four,
that's
and
fine.
you let them argue, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So here we come. Is that going to curl enough to get
No,
by the
it's just gonna
guard?
It's
change
over the
anything.
blue.
And it's not. It's going to tick and move over and actually leave a
Open a
wide
port.
open draw for the
Yeah, Ryan can just draw down to backing now, too.
4 or 5. And I'm going to assume this is a draw for 5.
Yeah.
Based on our camera angle, how it comes down.
Yes.
I think that's a biter. This is a game changer.
This might be one of those shots that's, for some reason, one of the hardest shots to throw.
Yeah.
But for no reason whatsoever.
For no, it's open and
It's
you have
open
backing.
and you have backing.
Essentially, right?
And you can kind of just hit the house anywhere, and all of a sudden you're throwing a hogged rock or through. Like,
Yeah.
those are your only options, actually. But maybe I won't
the,
jinx Ryan.
The big decision here
Don't
is
jinx
just
him.
the
Don't
vice.
jinx
The
him.
vice can't hit the high guard,
Right.
which won't be a problem here.
Right.
Sweepers are already saying it's heavy.
Is there any rub on any of the guards, or is that past
Not
that
for how
point?
wide it is. Will it come back and or stop?
Listen, it's just the curse
Can it catch
of
the back one?
Yeah, can I catch a back one?
Oh, just
I think
take
it's fine.
And it
It's
will.
fine.
And it will
yeah.
catch the back one.
Great
very
shot.
nice, very good shot. Didn't
And so
jinx
will
it.
they call 4 or 5? We don't
They
know.
already decided.
They did.
Until they hang
Yeah.
the number, but I'm pretty sure that was a biter.
Yeah.
I'm guessing from the quick kickoff that they maybe pre-decided no.
Oh, really?
That's just my guess.
I thought the quick kickoff meant yes.
Okay.
All right.
Because
Well,
I feel like if you had said 5 and they had thought no,
You would
Yeah,
measure.
You would
yeah.
measure.
right, the other team
Yeah,
would only
you know
kick
what?
it in if you
I'm
agree.
with you guys. I'm
Yeah.
wrong on that one. Yeah. There'd be no reason not to measure from either side. If either side said no,
Unless Matt saw something
Then
that
Reg
we
should measure.
didn't see and was immediately like, that's not in.
it could be that the pin on B is a little bit in that shaded in that quadrant too.
Right.
I did encounter that on D, by the way.
The pin's a little off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's much at all, but I certainly asked for 2 measures. I asked for 3 measures. 2 were not in my favor.
Oh,
Well, listen,
But I assume they wouldn't be, but sometimes you go for it anyway.
yes.
the fact is, the pins move over
Really?
the course of and this
Oh, like a
ice
melt?
and this ice has been in place since August of 2021.
Oh, really?
We didn't melt in summer 2022.
Oh, wow.
So the pins can move ever so slightly. So you should always measure.
Always, yeah.
Always measure.
If you have to look twice, just measure. It's faster sometimes.
Yeah. That's a good point just about the time saving.
Yeah.
It must be nice with the hockey boards here because, like, you can really just keep adding. You know, if something went tragically wrong, you could probably add quite a bit of water on this to re-level things if you needed to.
We commented earlier. We have. They said ever since we did our install in 2021.
Okay.
I think they've only done like 6 or 7 floods since then.
That's impressive. Well, Bucks Ice is known in the Northeast as if you want to say that something is keen and even, then you just, as a mental note, you tell your team, this is Bucks Ice.
It was.
Yes.
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 We always said the hockey arena built us the perfect curling ice.
For sure.
And we don't have, because we have extra ice outside of our boards, we don't quite have the fall that some
Yes.
that some other
Yes.
clubs do when you have ice right up to the boards.
The board effect isn't quite as hard.
Great sweep here. I got it over. I like it in the spot.
The only thing is, I think if you're up a bunch, you don't mind not having guards.
You don't mind just
Yeah.
drawing right in. Just put one right on the
Having
button.
them in the house isn't the worst thing, and having kind of a wall of guards is sometimes the worst thing.
Sure. Well, I think we're going to hit your other metric soon, Jasperito.
Yeah.
How many rocks would it cost to clear these?
Yeah,
Or are we just all in?
exactly.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing Matt hang the score, I think.
Right? We're still debating whether that was 4 or 5,
Yeah.
thinking it's 5.
Oh, Brian's hanging it for us.
And it was, in fact, 5. It
Yeah.
is 6-2.
Great rock from Caitlin here. She threw really well in our game. But they beat us. And great sweep.
Just throwing that out there, they beat
Oh,
you.
man, this wall, though, is
It's a big
looking-
wall.
it's looking either great or rough.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it might be a first one in. kind
So
of
he's
advantage.
looking for a tap. We don't need another guard, just tap this in.
T-line waits.
Pretty wide open. You can hit that almost anywhere and get it to tee.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't push a blue up here, there's not that much downside.
And they're down to 1 sweeper because
They
of
are.
a potty break.
Yeah. I see Devin re-entering the ice here.
Feel
Taking
like,
his good old time. And it's just a guard.
Good sweep from Matt.
Very good attempt. Bucks 3, I think they just hydrated a little too well
Yeah.
before the 10:30 draw.
That can happen when the taps flow for free. How do you get free cans of beer? I don't know where that came from.
We did buy these.
You bought those.
Foolishly, some would say.
Descend brought to you by Bud Light Lime.
That's right. It's 106 degrees out, and I'm mowing a lawn. Bud Light Lime.
That's about right.
I've been drinking all day, and I'm sitting in the ocean. Bud Light Lime.
We have a clear tent.
I think it's a clear. Yep.
This is a risky clear, though. With those
There's
two
no
rock
really
sandwich.
good angles.
Yeah, with the two red rock sandwich too, you're liable to put one of these in.
You're gonna leave yours there as a guard anyway.
Yeah.
I guess it's good that you have one of your own in the front, but I don't think it really changes things too much.
I think it does change Ryan's. Oh no, I was just gonna say he's not gonna tap that one anymore, but he's gonna.
It's almost a case of first one in the house is gonna score here.
Uh-huh.
Risky tap here.
Yeah.
Kind of has to be perfect line, perfect weight.
I almost feel like I'd come try to tap the other one, and then worst case you could still maybe make the port.
But true, the other one doesn't bring blues into play.
Yeah.
Right.
But Ryan's seen a lot of rocks on this side, so he might be more confident on the line. You're right, the heckle bench is filling up.
Yeah, I was gonna say heckle bench is starting to grow.
Who are we heckling tonight?
7 deep over there.
Could be anyone. This looks
This
really
looks really
nice.
good.
Get that.
Great.
Draw that in there.
Get it in. Get it in.
Top 8.
What a
Fight
shot.
4. Woo!
Wow.
Who's
What a
ringing the
shot.
cowbell?
Get that
I need to go get the
cowbell.
cowbell.
Oh, yeah.
Heckle bench is loving it.
There we go. Cowbell. All righty.
There we go. Brent's got us.
That was a fantastic weight, fantastic line.
What a shot.
Top 4 fully buried. Schenectady's in trouble. Looking to run this, looking to run their own back.
I think it's also important to note that this is Vika's first season, and she throws very consistent, very good draw weight.
That's impressive.
And that is probably the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
A little bit of shuffle of the guards.
We get now more blue up front. I think to the previous
Probably
point.
just a guard. Close the port. I like that.
I think we're all in, guys. Now we guard for our life situation.
Yeah. Yeah, you're up 4. You know, you're in the 5th end. You're happy to take 1 here.
Yeah, for sure. Got Matt throwing a center line, a little off center guard.
Slid a little wide, but on the release, I think fixed it.
It looks nice. No panic from Sweetberries.
Are they going to get another tap here if it's hot? Is it like, I mean, it's lined up okay on the right. They don't want to
curl over. You know, oh, it just took a
That's
hard
fine.
Hard
Fine,
right
though.
turn.
I mean, he came out a little wide, so that's actually pretty good.
Okay.
That took the kind of turn that picked up.
Yeah,
it was a definite
for
pick up a little bit of
sure.
a debris.
Something.
I mean, there's no great blue tap right now.
No.
Maybe the one on the right forefoot, but nothing on the center or left.
Nope.
Looks like Blue's trying to clear anyway.
I think he's trying to clear,
Hoping for the double.
and that's really the only one you can hit. What else do you go for?
You have to clear. You have to spend the next 3 rocks clearing.
Right.
Hope your hammer can.
That's an unfortunate situation.
Sweeper's on it.
We got reasonable line here. It might run back onto the shot rock.
That looks pretty good.
It might actually run back onto shot rock.
Jam, but you know.
Well, they got the shot rock out, and then they left the other one as shot.
Well, the upside of that is at least with the blue hammer, if they do decide to come wide right, now they just need a bite of the 4.
Right.
Right, and there's now 5 they could tap up also.
Right.
They got like a gazillion of their own to tap up. I think Bucks is just guarding for their life.
Yeah. And I like this call. Brian putting the hand up as he adjusts the broom. Matt with the red 6 on the way. Definitely looks guard weight to
It
me.
looks,
It's
yeah.
not draw weight, it's not tap weight.
Sweepers are on it, so might think it's a little light.
Over and up is the kind of the call we like to say. As long as it's over, let it curl.
This looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
All the way, never stop.
You've closed the hole, and now you've left them with only taps.
That's great.
Very nice.
I'd rather leave them with taps than draws.
Yeah, and they don't have any clear taps onto shot rock right now, unless you want to come extreme from the right side. I don't think you can hit that shot rock with the left.
Yeah.
No, they got to just tap their own in to shot.
I think you have to aim for the 4-foot on the tap. I don't know if I would go for that one.
I kind of like.
I like the top one just because.
You like the one on the far right?
It's further. The top one towards the center. It's further away, but I think it has a clear path. Yeah. If you chip off of your own blue, you're not doing much.
No, I agree.
This
looks
looks
like it came out
wide.
wide.
Pretty far out there.
But you have an angle, right? You can angle that into the 4 foot.
Oh. That's really.
Yes.
Oh, that's
And they
great.
got it.
That's really good. That's really good.
That's a case of a really good plan B call.
Plan B.
In action.
And as far as Bucks goes, I don't know what you do with that.
I also don't think you're. Do you care that they take one?
You don't care that they take one.
Right.
I mean, so your thought, I guess, is how do I prevent two?
How do you prevent two?
And my thought on preventing two would be to
Don't let them do it
close
again.
the right side.
Yeah, don't let them have another tap.
Yeah. Well, that's my question to you then.
Right.
You close the left because they're looking to close the left side tap.
You would
think
close
so.
the left? You
I
would close
think
the right.
Let them. Well, the right side is a little less known because they just threw the left,
Sure.
and also because there's 2 rocks, they could have an option of either or.
Okay.
The right, they have to kind of make that really perfect.
Okay.
So let them make the harder shot.
Sure. Looks like Ryan agrees with the both of you. He's going to go ahead and try to guard this left side. Oh, sorry, my alarm's been going off there.
We didn't hear it.
I'm hearing it.
Got a ridiculous steps goal, so there's backup alarms.
How many steps do you need to take in the next 10 minutes?
I don't.
You don't?
My goal is
Thank goodness.
He was walking
8,000.
around. He was walking around already.
Okay.
He's done it.
I made sure we were good. This is day 668.
That's very impressive, John.
Thanks. I'll tell you, it's made me walk more. Like, it pretty much forces me to walk like 2 miles a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I know that I can trick myself into exercise because my brain likes streaks.
Oh,
you know.
yes. You don't want to lose that.
You're
Well, it's-
gamifying it.
Yeah, exactly. It's know thyself. So I'm fooling myself into exercise.
This looks wide.
It's wide, and they're bringing it back to guard those 2 taps.
Looks like it's a
I
pretty
like-
good spot.
Ooh, just don't set the gun up.
No, not bad.
That's fine.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
They can only
Right.
throw the tap on that blue that's not
Would you
behind
even?
the red or the other blue on the right-hand
Yeah.
side.
They're going for the
They're
middle
going
one.
for that blue you liked earlier, Jasper.
Yeah. Which is okay now.
Yeah.
Less to crash on.
Team Brewster's going to throw their blue 7 here. Jazzy, would you like to update us on Sheet D, the other game in action?
Sure, yeah. Sheet D is in the 5th end, and it is 3-2 for red, which is Brimstones. And
Versus blue playing field, right?
has hammer, and their red is sitting 2.
Just a tap here in our feature sheet.
This looks
Looks
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
It's pretty good.
Really
yes.
good. It looks really good.
Looks perfect.
Great shot.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Very nice.
You know, the first one was kind of a lucky plan B.
This
That one was a
just
fantastic
skill.
plan
exactly what it
A.
was called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just skill. For sure.
So with red, I mean,
Do you just keep guarding and hope they don't tap
3?
more in?
Yeah, I
are you
think
more
so.
are you more worried about the tap on
Well,
the left?
I think the
forefront?
tap on the left is not as easy now. I think the tap
Yeah.
on the right is easier.
Okay.
But easier in the sense that they haven't thrown it yet.
Right?
But
I mean, for me, I would love. I would love just sitting offset on the right side blue.
Yeah.
Just a little wider than that. Because right now, I mean, if blue is able to bite the forefoot from the right side with hammer,
Ooh,
that's
I
3.
think we're playing an in-off.
Oh.
I think red's throwing a whatever, let's
Wow.
have 3.
Heck with the guard. We'll
Yeah.
give you either tap.
Yeah.
If we can't guard them both, we'll guard
I
none.
don't mind that because,
No, I don't
like
mind
I
it
said,
either.
the right-hand side draw
It's hard.
tap is hard.
Yeah.
So let them try it, and this maybe you get into the 4-foot, maybe you get into the 8-foot, and that makes it even harder.
Worst case here is you somehow find your red guard on the left side. But I don't think with this line that's going to be a problem.
I don't think so either.
Skip Ryan Sharp.
Heater.
Red 8 is
down.
away. They're definitely not getting that guard.
Probably
Definitely
just the
more
nose
nose
swap
on
of
the
stones.
Losing.
Not going to
fine.
get the roll they were looking for.
Not doing
It didn't
much.
jam.
But it takes away blue's option to do that too if they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a clear pass to
But
the
they're lined up
over.
immediately for the tap on the line they've thrown 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Been
with
very
success.
successful, yeah. It's a little bit harder because the angle is slightly different.
Yeah.
And it's still a very far tap, right? Like,
It
it's
is.
like a 1
It
and
is.
a 2 guard that you have to tap to the 4-foot. So
But
you
he
have to be
just
very
made
precise.
it. And so
Yeah.
it's in your head like,
and you
I
can
got
be a
this.
little heavy too, right? Because you can kind of crash on your own blue
Sure.
as long as the line's good. I think I heard a little less.
Which is why they're sweeping it to keep it out. Got to get the outside half of that rock.
Looks like there's
No impact here. But
not
again, if you're blue, you're
enough
thrilled
lights.
about the end of this.
Yes, this is fine. I think both teams are kind of happy with that
Yeah, I guess
result.
so.
They got their 2. Yeah, both teams are probably happy. 6-4. 6-4. Bucks up with 2 with hammer now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's always interesting when both teams are actually happy.
Okay, Skekty would have been happier making the tap for 3.
For 3, but they're not upset that they got 2.
I mean, realistically, they're thrilled they took 2.
Yeah.
Those were 2 very hard
they were
races.
very hard charts, yeah, for sure.
I think we're going to see a center guard here. What do you guys think?
Gotta be, right? Can't be in the house. You don't
No.
want to give Bucks a chance to just hit stuff out, right?
Right. Because taking 1 is kind of a win for Bucks.
Gotta be guard. Don't oversweep it.
They're on it the whole way. Guard looks perfect.
Right back. It's gonna touch that center line.
Get to it. Get
Sweet.
to it.
Very
What a
nice.
shot. Very nice.
Great rock.
And they're gonna play the wing. Heck with drawing behind. Just play the wing. Guard's okay. Rather have it in. That's the discussion there. Put it in. Guard's okay.
I think we heard Ryan say we haven't had the opportunity to use the guard,
I hate corner
which
guards in
is
club
pretty
level play. I hate it so
typical.
bad.
It's a great discussion to have, right? Corner
Yeah.
guards. Everyone says, put it up the center, put it up the corner, put it up the center, put it up the corner. But
They're
how
terrible.
often do you use the corners? How often do the corners actually block you from drawing a
Oh,
PM?
Joe, we are of the same opinion. I have a firm belief in both those things happen more often than the right thing.
This looks like a perfect.
And it's
So-
funny because like I don't often talk to people that are so adamantly against corner guards.
Don't do the corner. Do it exactly this.
Yes.
Draw
This is
right to the
perfect.
tee on
Look
the
at
corner.
this. Oh, it's rare that I get to have the conversation with people that I agree with so vehemently on this.
This is a perfect spot because even if you do a hit and roll, you're always rolling to back of the button.
Yeah,
And that's
Right.
bad for blue. They don't want to be back of button.
perfect point. The winner of this game advances to our B event final. Although both teams are going to make it to Sunday because making it to Sunday is in 2 minutes.
Good
Correct.
point.
Is that so? It is 11:58 p.m. East Coast time.
So here's the hit.
You might make it to Sunday, but you may not still get piped in.
Yeah. Although you will get Drambuie, because it is tradition here at Bucks County Curling Club that anyone in attendance on Sundays is getting a shot at
At
Drambuie.
Bucks, that is the policy. Everybody gets Drambuie. So they didn't go for the hit. They went for the draw.
Yep. And unfortunately,
great draw.
also back a 4.
Back 4. Back 4.
But not the worst.
No, I mean, you still got to make this, otherwise blue's going to close it up.
It's like, what, 3/4 exposed, half exposed maybe?
Yeah. Well, do you remember our previous conversation about using the right hack or the left hack?
Yes.
Yeah. Never mind, this is a righty.
This is a righty.
But there is one
I
player.
remember that conversation.
I think it is Jeff then that maybe is a lefty. I do recall seeing one person.
But the skip did say, that the good miss is hitting the guard. You can hit either.
This looks fine.
This looks
It
really
looks
good.
light though.
It's light.
Right down.
Are they going to get it by that guard?
Honestly, I don't mind just chipping off of the center line guard, but it looks like we're past it. This looks pretty good.
That's really good.
Pretty good. Would have liked it a little bit more weight just to push it a little deeper, but that's not bad.
Yeah.
We take that.
Heckle bench.
The heckle bench loves it.
Again, this is Devin's first year, so throwing really good
Yeah.
draws is like amazing.
You always get that first year player that's in like, oh yeah, I went to 4 different finals and I won 2 of them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I went to 4 Bonspiels, I was in 4 finals, I won 2 of them. This curling thing's pretty fun.
They're very humble, but I will always tell them things like, hey, it took me like 4 years to figure out how to draw, so congrats on that.
Yeah, I wasn't in a final until my 4th or 5th year.
I can't even remember.
So
my first
Schenectady's going to
final.
chase this shot rock.
They're going to chip this red a bit.
Are they going to chip it enough?
Ooh, I think they might.
little.
Are they going to miss it
Oh, they missed it.
entirely?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. So if you're red,
Ooh, do
You're
you
up.
hit that and sit 3, or do you
hammer?
guard that?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a 2-point lead,
I'd cover first.
so just
Yeah.
cover it.
Yeah.
You don't care
or in.
about-
Actually, Ryan's applying the strategy that I've heard before of the best guard is another one right on top.
That's true.
Right.
But take 1, give 2, take 1 is a perfectly acceptable outcome
Yes.
for Bucks. So you want to make sure you get your 1.
You
Little
play the
Christmas tree
scoreboard.
freeze here is pretty nice. But that's a huge ask.
Shiti is tied currently at 3-3.
This is a good guard.
It's a guard I don't mind. Sweeping it to get it over.
Get it biting is good.
I think off now. Is it gonna bite?
Still pretty good.
Okay, no, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty good still.
Really good.
Skekki's probably has
So
to
if you
clear,
you
right?
gotta clear, yeah. Or,
You want to try the double?
I mean, the double.
I was gonna say it's very
you want
thin.
to try a big long double?
I'm down though. I think
I think I would always, but maybe you save it. Yeah. Maybe not. It doesn't hurt to save it.
You know what? It depends.
Would you try up raise on the blue guard?
Who's throwing?
You're
Yeah.
right.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Do you have an experienced curler throwing to do the double?
Fair.
Or
But
just
you have the
gonna-
sweepers for that experience curl doing the double too.
I'm like, if that's the double you want, you probably have to throw it with no sweepers.
True. Yes, for this kind of race. So they're going for the double.
It's gonna get right in the middle of
Yeah.
those, which is not what they
It's just
wanted.
gonna hit the blue.
It's gonna hit
Are they
the
gonna
blue.
raise the red under the
No,
blue?
It's the red onto
Yep.
the blue. That is not what you want to see.
No. And it left a guard. That's a
It's like the
that's
worst.
a triple bad outcome.
That's the heckle bench is heckling for sure.
So Ryan's like, I don't know what to do. I'm in such a good spot. I'm just gonna draw one in.
Yeah. And it's his hammer, so I mean, I kind of like putting it in versus just covering. You really don't want to move those blues.
So you can hear Ryan sort of thought there. He said, I want it in top 8 just to take away these two, pointing to the raises on the blue.
True.
Nice.
The draw down to the button is there.
Yeah.
So you have to take that away.
And we've seen that they aren't afraid of the raise.
Yeah.
They're making it.
There's almost no bad outcomes for
Yep.
red here. And I'm going to say that just to tempt fate.
Well, this
I
is a little
already
narrow,
got
so
away
I
with
think
not
they're on the
jinxing it.
guard.
They're okay.
They probably want to be off and let this curl over as much as possible and not
Yeah.
push anything in.
At this point,
Yeah.
you're calling the audible and just saying, let it be a guard then.
That's great. Look at the cut it's taken late. It's real. Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific.
So they're going to go just for the draw.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
the draw they were afraid of.
if I'm red, you know, I'll let you waste your options
Look,
at high raise.
you
all
played
day.
today. Maybe a little more ice than that for the draw?
I mean, these guys beat me. I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
But yes, I would definitely. I mean,
To me, it's always felt like edge of 8.
Edge of 8.
Yeah.
Edge of 8.
It's curling 4 feet most times. Yeah.
Being a summon.
Pretty good line, but just a little heavy. Is it going to hang around for 2? No. Hang around for 3?
No.
No.
Oh. Good counter sweep.
So Ryan's got to block that path up and make Schenectady try the other side.
Yeah.
Top 4, top 8, but I'm fine with 3.
I am sure. Yeah, I'm in the
top
2-3
12
guard
or
all
3.
day. Frankly, I'm fine if it's a center guard. This is a big rock, Joe.
But if they block this off,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of...
Blue's just stuck raising. Or that weird double on the left side. Make sure this is over. Oh, it's not over. Yeah, this is going to hog.
You think it's going to hog? I think they got it over.
Really, do they?
I think they have it over.
I was going off with Devin. Devin's body language told me that he thought maybe it was gone.
No.
I just misread it.
And that's a pretty good spot to block the draw to the
spot.
button. I don't know how you get to the button around that one. Besides, now they got to come to the left side.
Yeah.
And he's got to switch over. There you go. Switch to the left side. It's the only thing you got, really.
You bet raise real hard.
You raise that one or you draw around it. You got the tap on red-blue also.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you throw the left raise, and if it cuts hard, you play the like you said, the red-blue. I think that's what we're going to see.
Let's see how they've been calling on that raise. The last end, does it work from this end?
We've seen it.
They're sweeping it to hold it straight. Is it going to hold straight, or is it going to cut and get the inside of that and push it outside? It's going to get just to the inside. Oh, they got the wiki. The wiki-wacky, ticky-tacky, as I like to call it last time.
Yeah. You know what? Red's
Second
still fine,
shot.
though.
Second shot. You still guard it. Red just needs the one.
Yeah.
Guard, guard, guard. Don't worry about hitting it. Corner it if you feel like it.
He's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it.
The worst thing is you hit it and jam on your own. You know?
It's pretty bad. Give him the scoreboard, too. I mean, I think you want to go home with 1. Yeah, yeah, Ryan thought it out.
All right.
So, you know what? Nah, it's a
guard that sucker up.
I'll be happy to be up
yes.
3 with 2 ends left. Good discussion from Team Brewster back here. Just making sure they're on the same page for their options.
I will just mention the clock right now. We're at minute 45.
Oh, interesting. I don't think, I mean, so this. Well,
there's a chance that the next end could be the last end.
It seems extremely likely.
It's a fantastic, fantastic guard.
Yeah. Or the 7th will be the last end.
Yep.
We're not going to see 3 or 4 rocks thrown here.
I don't feel like they've played that slow.
No. But there were a lot of big decisions.
But it snuck up on us.
Yeah.
That clock.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was not particularly looking at it. And yeah, I think there were just a lot of raises that they had to call.
So for the viewers at home, we put up a clock of, I believe it is 95 minutes.
Yeah.
And when that clock stops, you finish your end you're in and play one more.
Joe, there used to be a buzzer of some kind? I don't think there's any audible alarm that happens.
They
now.
can disable it, and they usually try to disable it.
I
So
like it disabled because
so
it's a little
distract
jarring.
people.
Yeah, I mean it is a hockey scoreboard.
It's a
buzzer,
hockey scoreboard.
So there's
so
some noise to it.
We'll find out in 34 seconds if Greg remembered to disable this.
It's been turned off for my game, so it's probably still turned off.
But this one is, just so you know, this one is not going 8. This is only going 7 ends.
Is this a down weight promote? Like a heavy draw, a tap? It's a tap, I think.
I think that's what that is. I think they're going to try and draw and pop that one in. Pop their blue right back onto the red. There's not a lot of good options for Schenectady at this point.
Welcome Welcome back, Jazzy.
Thanks.
It's probably the old, if you accidentally hit that guard, it's not a bad miss. That's the good miss.
I think we're going to see that good miss.
I think we're going to see a good miss, although they might pop it straight
it's just
back.
Gonna leave another guard.
No, I think we're moving it a bit. No, they got it past.
Oh.
Did it? It must have picked because it got the first handle.
Oh, yeah.
So if you read, you draw the clean side, you tell your sweepers bite of the 4. Do what we can. Oh, you guard. I mean,
what do you guard? There's like a gazillion guards out there. You just guard the side with the blue stones on the right, on the left side there, and
I think this is a situation where you think, what's blue gonna do, right?
But they're coming way out. They're gonna see if they can draw a second shot in.
Try to get to the 4-foot because does blue have a good raise?
No.
And you know you're only playing.
They don't.
You also know you're only playing 7 right now.
Right.
So if red does, if Ryan's able to make this and bite the 4, it's kind of game.
Yep. And by the way, both sheets are only playing 7.
Oh yeah.
Sheet D is also still throwing their rocks in the 6th end.
I don't envy either of these teams. Not only playing late, but also playing with open sheets. It's going to play differently.
It does.
Than when you have those other 16 bodies on the ace.
Red currently drawing for 3 on sheet D on vices.
Ryan's rock is away. They say it's hot, but Ryan did tell his sweepers to clean it. I like that call. You don't want to leave this behind T. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
All right, it's finally starting to turn in. If they can sweep it, they could drag it to that 4-foot. How hard can they sweep it? Come on, let's go!
Sweep hard. Oh.
Echo Bench rang the bells, but
not
just
sure why.
Disappointed, just like I am.
They do have a different angle on the action than we do. And there is open bar here. That's part of this.
To be fair, that's blocking their blues draw down that path.
It does, so clearly.
That's good.
Right
I
away.
guess maybe that's what Echo Bench is thinking.
All they have is a double tap.
Right.
I don't think you can even raise the inside one. I think you got to raise the wide left.
I think the wide left is easier.
Now wait, I'm just gonna propose one more thing to the both of you.
Yes.
What about that? What about that crazy inside out double from the left side that we remarked on about 8 rocks ago? It's definitely not there.
Is it there anymore with the guards? Because you have to.
I mean, yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
I think the shot they're going to call is the raise on the wide left blue.
I think that's the only call they got. I think it's the only shot they got.
Desperate, do you see anything else you would call?
Not really. I think you're going double blue tap.
He's looking at the inside blue, but I don't know.
I don't know what. Yeah, you don't. How
From
do you
the
get
hack
to it?
they're throwing from.
Yeah.
How you get around to that? It's the old lefty righty.
It should look a quarter covered, so much harder. But we know the ice will curl.
I did propose that maybe Jeff was a lefty, so let's see if that was true.
No, I think we determined very many ends ago. The Bud Light Lime is hitting you, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Let's see.
All right.
No,
the 6th end brought to you by Bud Light Lime.
The hack forgetter liquid.
I mean, what if he's just playing opposite hack to be sporting?
Maybe he's just deciding which hack he likes.
Right.
He could just mess with you specifically.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just to rub in the earlier victory. That makes sense. So they are going for that outside one, but I think they've already lost the angle on it.
Doesn't look too bad, actually.
I think you're just going to find the way to the middle here.
If they let it curl a bit, I don't think it's too bad. But this won't do it.
Yep. Just got too much on the outside.
So 1 red.
No,
One
hammer.
red.
You got a hammer coming.
That's right. I forgot. Red had hammer.
True, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 red.
Yeah. Yeah, because how does red not make this worse?
I
guess you tap
red
in
should,
that.
I think red should play off their own red.
Play
on
off
the
their
left.
own red. That's all you got there, right?
Or you just play the right side because you got around the guard the first time.
Yes, you play the
I
right
just don't know how
side.
you throw the weight to also tap.
Right.
You know what?
No, I think that's there.
As swingy as the ice is, I think it's there.
I think it's there.
Yeah.
Right, they're almost lined up exactly.
You
Both
throw
on that
actual
4-foot
back
line.
8 weight.
Yeah.
Pull in the brim like a bit, and I think you've got it. I think anything you mess with on the
left
side
side's
is bad.
Yeah.
Because, God forbid, you
Right.
tap
Yes.
that
I hope
in.
Ryan's not looking at squeaking in to somehow hit that blue out.
Oh, I mean,
because that's what he's looking at.
I don't see how he does that. It should be fully
needlessly
buried.
risky.
Yeah.
It's needlessly risky. With the scoreboard, it is
And
needlessly
knowing there's
risky.
one in left.
It's fully buried.
Big smile, friend. I don't think he's gonna.
You
He's gonna call it.
You
No,
either throw it
okay.
away or you play the tap on that side.
Okay.
The front.
Ryan looks
the
down
front
to his
end's
front
like
end,
the
and they're
front
like,
end.
"Please God, no."
Please God, stay away from that entire
Yes.
sheet. Side of the sheet. Stay on the good side of the sheet.
That's
please.
the spirit of a good skip
That
there,
is.
too.
That's
Just
also
to see the panic in your front end.
a
and go,
very
"All
good
right."
front end.
Yeah.
To just be like, listen.
Matt at Vice is turned around talking to Team Brewster with a big smile on his face of like, "We thought about it, but no, we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna play the side with only our rock colors on it." Go
Seems
figure.
safer for some reason.
There's no bad outcome by drawing this.
Yeah.
You get to one,
you
you
don't
get the
have
baby
an
a 2.
angle on that blue. You throw back 8 and you tap, or maybe you draw behind if you're a little wide.
And if it ends up thrown away, you don't care.
And you don't care, exactly. You crash on a guard, it's fine.
Saying, well, probably a little heavier than he thought because of all the adrenaline running through him right now.
All that decision
Good clean
making.
for Vika.
Looks
You
heavy
like
and
seeing it.
wide.
Yeah.
But
no change, and that's
No
fine.
change. And we're okay with this. No outcome is
So
fine.
after 6, we got Bucks team sharp up 3. One more in to play.
so now you have the Schenectady has
So
to
here's
figure
what
out
I
a way
want to
get
see.
3.
Everybody look at Matt on the right side in the white hat.
Yes.
I want to see if he cleans the house. We were talking about it before this game, about all the sweeper minutia. And I said, one thing that you always have time to do is clean the house before your teammate throws, just to limit picks.
I do that too, and it's mostly just anxiety, like
Sure.
a release of anxious energy that I need.
Yeah.
So I'll just
But your
clean
broom
the
head's
draw
always
pad.
dirty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got good shots on sheet D. Red currently sitting.
All right, did he call the throw through?
I'm
I
pretty
believe
sure
that
he
would be
did.
the throw because
Yeah.
sweepers aren't chasing it.
So the one thing about Ryan is he has and this is a secret, if you ever play
A
against
secret.
him,
Okay.
is if he's up 3 in the last end, he will always throw through.
I
Okay.
like that call a lot.
And I think it is the right call
Yes.
most
Another-
of the time.
Another good thing is having a lead that's not going to throw like hack late.
Yeah.
Like make sure that thing's hitting the
Just
board.
make sure, yeah.
I've
And-
played in the past with people that kind of just dance around, or I'm going to draw to the wings, and so it's outside.
Right.
You see it go. Look at Matt. I'm going to say, I'm going to call out Matt right now. I'm cleaning the entire drop path before his
Look at that.
second
What a
shot.
You did say that,
good- What a good guy.
I'm also going to
Good
grant him
sweeper.
a reprieve. Is he going to rub this on his jacket? He's going to look me in the eye and do it. He's walking it back.
Stare him down.
Watch me and
He's
do
walking
it, buddy.
back.
No, he's not
Oh,
going. He's
no.
not going to.
Nope.
They're
Throw
going
the
to
other
throw
one.
him
They're
through,
just
gonna
not
throw him
running.
through again.
Yeah.
So it's not in his.
Matt's
in
like,
his
what
routine.
did I do all
Yeah.
that work for?
Wait. He's looking at me. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
No, he says
You
no.
do it?
It's gross.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I like to see it. You guys can't see on the camera. Matt did just wipe the
I
broom
think
head
the
off.
funny thing is when you play against a team where someone's like, I know I should throw through, but it feels bad,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna draw instead.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, but where's the part where it feels bad that comes into play here?
Yes. Yeah.
Like you're
If-
playing the strategy. That is
Yeah.
the strategy. Like you are allowed to throw it through. It's not like, oh, we're so up ahead that this is
Yes.
the best outcome.
Right.
It's just you play the strategy that you have, which is no rocks in play
No
is better
rocks.
for us right now.
I started out from game 1 in a beginner league that needed skips, and I was drawn to the strategy, as probably most of us were, in the game of curling. So I skipped my first 5 seasons right out of the gate. Game 1.
Wow.
All skipping beginners as a
I love
beginner.
how you don't skip anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Sure don't. I don't. I play 98% of the time at second and vice, and I much prefer it there. The last 4 seasons, I can count on 2 hands how many times I played leader skip. But it really, it kind of changed my my held opinion of what a lead is, like an unbreakable lead. Because, the first year I was like, you're up by 5. No one's ever going to come back. And then you get beat. And you're like, all right, probably 7. And then once or twice someone actually comes back. So my current opinion is, unless I'm up by 10, I'm not going to apply any kind of mercy
No,
rule. I'm still going to call maximum strategy.
I believe in no mercy curling.
Yes.
No mercy.
My opponent is welcome to shake at any time.
Yeah. Don't even mind the throw through here.
I like it a lot.
Just keep going. Let them make the first move.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to call it chess on ice, like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
That's what the strategy is.
You got to see some murdered pawns.
Yeah.
That's what you're going
Exactly,
for, right? Exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Let's see if they can draw one behind a corner. And make Bucks a little bit scared. A little bit.
I'm going to get an additional commentator shot. I don't always trust my first angle. Plus, we've all been talking and palling around. I noticed that the smiles are bigger. Couldn't have anything to do with any of our beverages over the last hour. You can see the draw coming down for Brewster.
I know it's
Here,
going to hang around. It's a little hot. Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate because they do have pretty good corner guards here.
And so now you start peeling the guards, right?
Yep. Oh, I like the peel weight, tap in the head.
Tap in the head. There we go. Tap the shoulder.
Vika doesn't love the peel.
I don't know if Vika has tap head weight.
Yeah. I think that was the shrug that Vika gave him was the indicator of, like, I don't think so, buddy. Why don't you give me what I can give you?
But first-year curler, I mean, you're not going to be asked peel until you're asked to throw peel.
Yeah, exactly. And this looks really good.
Yeah.
Control up is good.
I'd sweep it.
I'd sweep it just to keep it
so you don't
on the
get
angle.
Nose. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great shot. Really nice.
Really good.
Really good.
Get it over as far as you can. Keep it going.
Stay on it, Devin.
Nice job, Devin. Way to stay on it.
Cheers to Vika for making
And
that
I like
peel.
that Devin kept it all the way to the edge.
Exactly.
Like, why not?
I think that's the other hard part is when you're playing with newer players and you have to instruct them to do that. But Devin instinctively knows, which means he knows the strategy, and that's very impressive. And they're just like, why are you trying to sweep our own stone out of the house? And it's like, I don't have time to explain to you.
Or there's that whole, like, it's over enough.
Yeah.
It's like, no, over enough is out.
Yeah.
I'd prefer out. So Brewster's still got a chance here. He's
So
got a nice center guard.
If he
here.
called a
Or
guard
side
or an in,
Did
I
that
guess he
switch
called a
handles?
guard. No, he
Okay.
actually called that
Gotcha.
handle to go to the open
I
side.
think they were hoping for a second guard.
It's tough when you're down 3 in general.
Right?
You know the opponent's going to spend all their rocks just clearing whatever you put in. I kind of like coming in, frankly, because
You gotta.
if they're going to hit you either way, then you hope that they're flash, you know.
Right, if they're gonna miss, you hope they
Yeah.
miss one in the house, then a guard.
Red 5.
Update on Sheet D. Red took 2 in the 6th, so they are now up to 5-3 against Plainfield. And this is the last
They're
round.
gonna lose their shooter.
I don't think
Solid
so.
nose, but
That's fine.
That's
if I'm red,
just
that's fine.
fine.
I just want to run blue rocks
that's
out.
on the
even if I'm
corner.
in.
Yep.
Heckle Bench is loving it.
Winner of both of our games here. We're going to be in our B finals. B finals tomorrow at noon. Both these teams are currently playing well after midnight, some time to rest, if they choose to.
I've heard we're open all night.
Oh, Bucks never closes.
Yeah, Bucks does tend to have a volunteer.
Greg
here.
said he'll be here as long as anyone is here until
right.
the ice crew comes in the morning. Then he's gonna take a nap.
Oh, that's
it's a pretty
fair. That's a good
Yeah.
time difference.
I mean, it's currently 54 degrees outside. Someone might want to go outside and play a little.
You want to play mini golf?
Exactly.
They have lights on our mini golf course.
The mini golf is amazing.
They have lights? That's
It's
amazing.
so fun.
If you bring your cell phone, they have lights. I think that's how that goes.
Greg did an amazing job on the mini golf. I don't think I hit par on any single hole.
No?
So that's more to say about me than his his golf hole making.
Did they list the par?
No, I think we were
Okay.
making it up as
Okay.
we went along. We were like, this looks like a par 3.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is not going to be a takeout, so Schenectady has a chance to sit
This
two
looks
after
like
this.
a flash. Heckle Bench is is soothing Matt's feelings by saying, it's okay, but we are all well aware that it's not okay.
I think I heard a little bit of a Bronx cheer there. A little bit of grumble. Who's going to draw behind the red guard?
This is a pretty good setup for multiples for blue.
Yeah.
The 3 is still hard, but not unachievable at this point.
No.
Not that the viewers can see sheet D, but every rock looks like it's in a line right on the center.
It does, right?
Is this too hot? Can they get a...
Are they going to...
the wick might have helped.
The wick might have helped.
I think they needed the wick.
Yeah.
That is too heavy.
So if red is able to take this rock off, I think we're done here mathematically.
I would agree.
So if Ryan gets rid of this, it's game over.
Ryan's also happy if he's able to just clear this guard. He's going to make his next shot a little easier. But blue's still in this. I mean, if Ryan is to flash this rock,
you need 2 misses, but not impossible.
There's a guard in front of it. Well, partially in front of it.
And they're on him right away, but he's right down center. I don't think he's gonna.
That'll do the job.
Will it do the job?
It
Oh,
will
it
not do the job.
I was trying to look between feet there.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Bummer.
Lot
You're
of pressure
giving
on
them
blue.
the chance.
If
Never
anything,
give
it made
them
the next shot
chance.
more difficult.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
So Schenectady's going to try and split the house, draw under the red.
They need to get this in.
Yeah, it needs to be in.
That's a lot of pressure.
We say they're only playing 7 ends, but they do play extra ends here.
Oh,
They
true.
do.
If it is tied,
There's no skip rocks in this spiel. It's
That will
extra ends.
theoretically be 8.
I'm gonna charge the club for overtime if that's the case.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Where do I send my invoice?
If they called 3, they better sweep.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that
I heard a
was D
3.
or B.
I heard a 3 right away.
Someone should be sweeping. This looks
It might
good.
keep it off the red.
Can
Onto
it keep
the
it off
red.
the red?
This looks like a guard, unfortunately.
We're going to see handshakes.
That might be it.
I mean,
Is there this is where you start looking at
And
the
that-
vice.
and that's
Is there
it.
a split?
I mean, there kind of is, right? So
There's not a split. The skips just shake.
There you go.
Just shake.
I mean, you could try to force Ryan to throw a hit on the blue, and he hits the
Yeah.
guard, and it runs off that right red and rolls into the house, and then but no, that's
But we'll
unlikely.
take it.
Congratulations.
We'll take it.
So
Team
congratulations, the
to Bucks
Bucks.
3.
Ryan Sharp's rink
Heckle bench definitely chose sides on that
will be
sheet.
piped on tomorrow.
Gonna bring
Good
up on-
showing for Schenectady. Unfortunately, they had to play their 10 p.m. draw, which by some people's rating might be better than the 8 a.m. draw.
Honestly, toss up. You might as well
Toss-up.
just flip a coin because I'm going to be shit at both.
Yeah.
So.
Give me the late one.
You want the 10 p.m. draw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Probably.
I'm already up.
I mean, if I know that
Okay.
it's going to be followed by a noon
But
draw,
what
that's
if you
not
played
fair.
at 10 a.m.?
That's rough.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Rough.
Because usually if you have a 10 p.m. draw, it means you played earlier in the day.
That's true.
Which means this has been a very long day.
It has, yeah. So we should probably update our sheet D action because that's going to be our other finalist.
A quick talk on sheet D. Well, we have sheet D looking from this angle here.
So blue is down 2, and they have
Right.
hammer in the last end.
Blue is plain field, and red is, who's going to give me that real quick?
Broomstones.
Broomstones, thank you.